Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of setting up a secure Polkadot validator. In this video we are going through setting up multiple instances of Polkadot or Kusama on your host machine. If you recall in the last video, and I'm going to bring it up in the background, we created docs sandbox SV validator and it was on the Polkadot chain, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through setting up one for Kusama on the same machine, so you'll have them both. So one thing I would just like to point out is that having multiple validators on the same machine puts a point of failure on one bit of hardware itself, and that is a bit risky, but I trust that you know what you're doing and you're making a wise decision. So what was done via the Ansible script is that the Polkadot binary was installed, and that single binary can be used for multiple instances using different commands and different ports and so on. That binary was set up in a service which I'm going to show you where to find it and how to modify it. Okay, so we need to go to cd space /etc/systemd/system, and we hit enter. We do an ls, and we can see that there are multiple services, and all the way to the right there's polkadot.service. Now inside that file has like my public IP, so I created a copy called dpolkadot.service that we can explore. So to explore it or to view it, we do sudo nano d polkadot.service and we hit enter. So we have a brief description of what it is. We have the user it runs as. Now this user and group was created by the Ansible script. It has the name of the validator node, which matches, if I'm going to pull it up in the background, matches the name that we have in the background. It has our public IP address. It has a listen address, and it has most importantly the chain, which says Polkadot. So what I will do, I'm going to exit, and I am going to recommend that you do a copy. So you do sudo copy polkadot polk.service, and you make a copy and you probably call it kusama.service. Now, and you hit enter. I did this already, so I'm not going to overwrite what I did. And once you do that, you should see a file named kusama.service. Again, I have my public IP in that one, so I'm going to do sudo nano d kusama.service just for demonstration. Of course, you'll be using the regular kusama.service file that you just created. And what we can do here, I'll show you how to do the modifications. We can firstly modify, and we just change that to Kusama. It's not necessary, it's just descriptive. We change the name, and we can eliminate all of this, and I'll just put KSM. We leave all of this bit of information. If we wish, we can probably do a little alignment. And here we change that chain to Kusama. Okay. There's one I would like to add, and it's for the session key, which will be used in the third video, --rpc-port. And we do equal, the default is 9933, we can do 9944. We take a space and we end it with this slash. Okay, so Control X, we want to save Y, and we hit enter. So now all we have done is create a copy of the configs. What we need to do is enable that as a service, and to do so we do we always do the sudo systemctl enable kusama dot service. Okay, that's it. It's now a service, but we need to run it. So I'm just going to keep the background open, and as I run it, it should pop up in the background. We do systemctl start kusama.service. Okay, and we wait with bated breath. Ah, there it is. It came up in the background. Okay, so now we have the Kusama service, and on the same machine we have the Polkadot service. So that's it for setting up multiple instances, and you just rinse, wash, repeat, and you're good to go for creating maybe 3 or 4 services. Now, while this is a point of stake system, proof of stake system, my apologies, and it doesn't use as much resources as a proof of work system. I would like to stress again that you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and to be quite careful and cognizant of these things as you move forward. Okay, so the last item that I would like to capture in this session is to attain the session key, and the session key will be used as you register your system to be a validator, from an account perspective. I'll cover that in the 3rd video. Now, it requires a simple command, so I'm just going in my command file. Right, and I'm going to paste that. Again, it's available in the comments below. And what it does, it connects to the RPC port that we configured, and again, this is the default, so this will be actually going to the Polkadot server to get the session key. Right, so it's based on port. So if we had changed the RPC port for Kusama, whatever you put it in here and you get that one for Kusama. But if we don't specify anything at all, it stays as 9933. We hit enter, and this here, from the 0x all the way down to here, that's, not including the quotes, that is our session key. Right, so keep that handy, and I'm doing this now, but you should do this after your node, your validator has built all its blocks. Right, you will encounter an issue if you try to use a session key too early. So as I am demonstrating it for you now, but I highly recommend that you use this command after all of these blocks are built. And if you just want to compare with someone else, it seems as though that finalized blocks up here, it's at 4,011,888. Okay, so you wait for it to build, then run that command, copy that session key, keep it safe, and we'll use it in the 3rd video. So that's about it. The only thing I can add is that all the ports that you created, except for these RPC, you should open the firewall. I'm going to put a command for you to do so, and it will be as such: sudo user firewall protocol TCP from any to any port, and you put the port that you want to open. So I'm just going to back this off, and the port that you may want to open is the listen port for Kusama that you configured. So if we go back, we do sudo nano, and we're going to do d Kusama. This listen address, I'm not sure if I modified it before, but it should be different from what you had for Polkadot. So each instance you create, you adjust your ports. I'm going to change the public listen here as well. So it's 804 and 30334. I'm going to, and notice my RPC port is also different. So this is something that you need to make sure that's different for each instance that you create. The RPC port, you keep that local. Don't open it on your firewall. You can keep that local. Only under necessity you should that under necessity that you will open it up. So I'm just going to hit Control X. I'm going to save the file, and then again I'm going to paste the command, and here we open up the two respective ports, 804 and the other that ended in 34. Okay, so those are the only two, and you should be good to go. If you have any issues, I'm on Riot, I'm on Discord, so you can always send me a message and I can fine tune for your specific system. Okay, thanks, bye.